The Millionaire Trap Show. Men are becoming too feminine. Intro. Welcome back to the Millionaire Trap Show, y'all. Why teach you game, man? Remember that, from the boardroom to the block, baby. We back. Today, we talking about something that got the internet going crazy. Everywhere you look, more men painting their nails, wearing purses, rocking earrings, wearing clothes that used to be considered feminine, and some celebrities are pushing the boundaries further than they ever did before.
So chat, yeah, I did it again today. Put that shit on for real. Let's start off with Mary. I'm gonna call it Jean. I feel like I'm out of space. Then I got the fuzzy wuzzies on. I just like, you know,
this perfect combination is a calculation. Kabra, what do you have for Duma? Any Benkuka. Kabra, Artically, I'm warning you this morning. I'm warning you, Kabra, I'm warning you. Shaso, there you Duma. Never so Shaso Shaman Parliament.
Now, before anybody gets emotional, this ain't about hating. This is just having an honest conversation. Have we evolved as a society, or have we blurred the line so much that masculinity is becoming confusing to young men? Let's talk about it.
For y'all today, y'all ever notice in our community a lot of the black men pick up feminine traits, not on no zesty stuff, more like we raised by single mothers and we adapt a lot of their habits and a lot of their traits. For instance, you think if you stare at a woman, what happened? What you looking at? You stare at a gangster, what happened? What you looking at? We so triggered by emotions over the smallest things. That's why the prison's so full. We grew up watching our mamas, boy, you better get over there, sit down. Always just reacting. And we don't even notice. We pick up on a lot of that, and as grown men, you know, if we had fathers in the house, father supposed to be cool, calm. Hey man, get over there, sit down. Or look at the consequences that words cause, sound waves. Somebody's sound waves that trigger somebody else's emotions to where they take somebody's life and now they doing a life sentence over some words. But that's female stuff. We glorify like, but that's gangster. But you can't look at him the wrong way. You can't say the wrong thing to him. He going, but that's female stuff right there. I learned that with martial arts. Like, this is self-defense, but this is plan B. Plan A is to walk away, avoid conflict. Where I'm from, bro, you consider soft, you avoid conflict. But nah, it's really what makes you a man, because this move right here you learning, you can put somebody in the hospital, or you can might even cause somebody their life. So that's the last resort. The first resort, somebody talking crazy, acting tough. Hey man, you got it, man, I don't want no problems. They thinking you soft. Reality, bro, what I'm finna do, you ain't ready for it. So I ain't having the ego trip, man. You got it, tough guy, man. Go on about your business, because they acting feminine.
So, I'm watching these videos online, and I'm seeing grown men with painted fingernails, makeup tutorials, lace shirts, crop tops, and then you got celebrities showing up in outfits that would have shocked people just 10 years ago, man. This shit is getting crazy.
What in the hell's going on with the NBA players?
My question is simple. What message does that send the next generation, the next youngsters coming up? Because when I was growing up in Army Street projects back then, you feel me? The men I looked up to, what word about matching polished nails and polished fingernails? The men I saw were providers, protectors, workers, hustlers, fathers. men that stood on business, man. You did.
Look around
Now-
you. We have a generation of grown men acting like fragile little girls. Don't you realize it? And you wonder why modern relationships are a complete fucking disaster? You are creating a society of soft, weak men. A strong woman cannot follow a weak man. There is absolutely zero leadership for her to respect. So they just end up being two women living under the exact same roof. A real woman does not respect you simply because your gender is male. She submits because you stand for something real, because you carry true authority and a divine purpose. If you lack purpose, you lack authority. If you lack authority, you lack leadership. And without leadership, there is nothing for her to submit to. So she is forced to take your seat. She handles the heavy responsibilities you run away from, because the family ship cannot ever sink. Boys today are deeply terrified of virtuous women. If a virtuous woman threatens your fragile ego, it is because you are still a fucking boy.
Now, some people would say clothes don't define a man, right? But yes, it does. You dig? And I agree.
Can you see the agenda? One of the main goals is to emasculate the man and to replace the woman. Now, this is something that they are trying to accomplish. I put a collage of photos together so you can see it for yourself. They're all paying homage to the Scottish Rite occult. They're all paying homage to the occult. Almost every celebrity is down with this agenda. Emasculate means to deprive a man of his male strength, confidence, or role, making him feel less masculine, or to weaken the effectiveness of something. One of the main agendas is to strip the man of his manhood and cast him into jail or put him to death so he can never, ever lead a nation of people in truth. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? They want to remove the man completely from the households of the children and women, especially melanated men. They don't want leadership, order, or protection in these households. This wicked system has created systems so we can fail and to be removed. They want to govern and to control the women and children entirely, and they are trying to get this accomplished. The reason why I'm bringing this out because the scriptures tells us the man can't wear the things unto a woman. Deuteronomy 22:5, a woman shall not wear anything that pertains to a man, nor shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all who do so are an abomination to Yahuwah your Elohim. Are you hearing me? This is a goal, this is an agenda. And we need to speak out. We need to expose the wickedness that be. Every last one of these celebrities are involved in some way. I'm always going to bring this to light because Ephesians 5:11-14 tells me to expose the wickedness. Look at this madness. Are you seeing it? Are you catching the play? Because if you don't get it by now, you just don't.
I agree to a certain extent, but presentation matters, man. Yeah, I'm talking about your image means a lot. The way you carry yourself matters. The image you project to the world matters, because whether we like it or not, people are always watching. Young boys are always watching. Ears is like sponges, you dig? And if every role model they see is confused on fashion over responsibility, what example are we setting?
I don't know what a feminine man is. I don't
You know exactly what it is. And you honestly feel threatened by them because that's the one thing that you probably lack as a human is this empathy vehicle that you're so afraid to lay claim to when really is necessary for your manhood. I believe that the most well-rounded individuals, male and female, must have the ability to be what y'all call this masculine. When it's as a woman, it's like when it's two becomes one, there's got to be some bleed over. There's this purge. There's this sauce that you make of a man's masculinity and a woman's femininity. Those things don't, just like y'all mesh, so does that energy. I would not expect my woman to not pick up some sort of masculine traits, but these are mine. I get to watch her use my slang, carry that like I carry it. That's the most beautiful thing. As long as we call it a war, we will forever be intimidated when we see it in ourselves. But that's really just women touch you in a way that make you softer, bro.
Yeah, they
and
might.
you must acquire that to survive.
I think the real issue isn't earrings, it isn't tattoos, it isn't hairstyles. The real issue is that masculinity itself is being attacked.
Having the gender role as feelings as a woman, and I have the feelings as a man. But he's a little softer than I am.
I'm a little practical to take with you because words matter. What you're calling having more masculine feelings, I can almost guarantee you're taking the negative stereotypes associated with men and not being able to process and express emotion. When you're talking about him having more woman-like, you probably talking about him just being a dude that's a little more in tune so he can feel a little bit more. You feel me? Like, and that's a part of the problem is we start to gender feelings. And we know as a man, anytime you associate it with anything womanly, feminine, or whatever, that's a shot at your manhood.
Right.
Under the current system that we under, as far as how we view manhood, anything less than 100% masculine is now an indictment on your manhood. Don't call that man's feelings feminine. He's a human. When you're struggling with your feelings, you're still a woman, love.
Right.
Like you just a woman that's struggling to express it. Don't make you more manly. It don't make you more rough. It means that there are skills that you need to develop. Words matter, bro. Don't get caught in this battle of trying to be more woman or more man.
Being strong isn't toxic. Being competitive isn't toxic. Being disciplined isn't toxic. Getting up early in the morning and handling your business and your responsibilities isn't toxic. That's what built families. That's what built communities. That's what built nations, man. You know what I'm talking about? A man can have style and still be masculine. A man can be successful and still be masculine. A man can be different and still be masculine. But at some point, we gotta ask ourselves, are we celebrating strength or are we celebrating attention, man? You know what I'm saying? Because some of these niggas acting like hoes, man. Like they want attention. You dig?
These men are really in their soft girl era right now. This new generation of men want women to chase them. And not only do they want to be chased, they want a woman to lead. Today's men are so comfortable with a woman doing all the work while they take the back seat. But that's not how men were intended to be. We are hunters by nature. We aren't pursued. We do the pursuing. We are the ones who are supposed to put in the work, not to just get the woman, but keep the woman. We protect, we provide, we lead, we make sure our woman is well taken care of. We are supposed to be her safe place. And when a woman can trust you and feel safe with you, that's when you bring out the best version of her. And she will bring out the best version of you.
Now, drop your opinion in the comments, man. If you think society is redefining masculinity, or do you think people are overreacting? Either way, let's have a real conversation, man. You know what I'm talking about? This the Millionaire Trap Show. Like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, if you look like a million, you can attract a million. Dig that. I'm out.